Every once in a while, the stars actually do align, then merge, catastrophically explode, and spray their guts all over space. Or at least that's the suspected trigger of rare red novas, so named for their characteristic red color. One of the best-studied red novas happened in 2008. The object, called V1309 Scorpii, was a double star system, also called a binary, measured for over 6 years before it merged and erupted. But astronomers are desperate to find more such binary systems before they detonate, since watching the cosmic collisions would not only reveal a lot about the evolution of stars and nebulas, but also how space gets seeded with elements necessary for life. Part of that effort has been a thorough search for binary star systems that look ready to blow. However, Larry Molnar, an astronomer at Calvin College in Grand Rapids, Michigan, has gone a big step further with a few colleagues. Over the past 2 years, he's claimed not only to have found such a system, but also predicted when it will blow up as a red nova. No one has ever seen a star go into this kind of explosion. No other situation has come up where any astronomer has ever been able to say, "This is a star about to blow up," Molnar said in a preview for an upcoming documentary called Luminous. His prognostication is specific enough to make any astrophysicist squirm. Molnar now says the whole thing will go down just 5 years from now. In fact, according to Molnar's prediction, the stellar outburst should be visible in the night sky without any help from binoculars or a telescope. In the lack of viable alternatives, we must take seriously the unlikely hypothesis at hand, Molnar told Business Insider in an email. A Dance of Death, a computer model of the binary star system KIC 9,832,227. Calvin College Kara Alexander, Daniel Van Noort, Chris Spedden, and Larry Molnar. The stars in question are a system called KIC 9,832,227, and they're locked in a dance of death. In fact, they're so close together that they share each other's million-degree plasma atmospheres. An object called a contact binary. If you could magically teleport to the system, which is located about 1,700 light-years from us amid the constellation Cygnus, it might appear as a brilliantly glowing bowling pin. But no one was certain that KIC 9,832,227 was actually a double star system. All astronomers knew was that its brightness varied over the years. Many types of stars and star systems pulsate their brightness in this way, so Molnar and a Calvin College student had to first rule out any doubt that it was two stars. Next page, full article. Pollution in the Arctic is so bad that chemicals are accumulating in polar bear mothers' milk and getting passed on to bear cubs. A new analysis of pollutants in the Arctic has found that polar bears are at a particularly high risk compared to other animals like seals. The study was published in the journal Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry in December and focused on a class of pollutants known as persistent organic pollutants, POPs. POPs are toxic, hang around for a long time, and tend to build up in the bodies of humans and animals. For the study, researchers collected data over a large sector of Arctic and subarctic regions, which considered food chains, diets of animals, concentration of POPs, and the surrounding environment. The scientists estimated concentrations of 19 chemicals in Arctic cod, ringed seals, and polar bears. Their findings including some surprising takeaways. First, the risk of persistent organic pollutants, POPs, was 2 orders of magnitude higher than the safety threshold for the adult polar bears, which is a difference of about 100 times as much. But it was even higher, 3 orders of magnitude above, or 1,000 times, for the bear cubs. Like baby humans, polar bear cubs rely on their mother's milk as their primary source of food, and they are looked after in this way for about 20 months. For comparison, seal pups drink their mother's milk for just a month. They feed on 2.5 liters of it every day and grow by as much as 30 kilograms in 2 weeks. This means that polar bear cubs are exposed to accumulated chemicals from their mothers for a lot longer, and why the risk of POPs was therefore shown to be pretty low for seals. The study made it clear that since the 1980s, there had been a measurable decrease in the risk of POPs for bear cubs, mainly thanks to international control measures. But the composition of POPs changes constantly, and the recent addition of new POPs into the environment, particularly something called perfluorooctane sulfonate, which was used in fabric protector, increased since the 1940s until it was banned in the early 2000s. The results demonstrate that international control measures are effective at reducing the risk to ecosystems, said co-lead author Marco Vai in a statement. Nevertheless, it is fundamental to continuously implement the control of new and emerging contaminants. Read the original article on Tech Insider. Copyright 2016. Read next. Animal life cycles have already shifted in response to climate change, and that's a problem for humans too.